Hey friends and freediving family, my name is Rachel and you're watching The Sailing Siren. Today I take you with me to Moalboal in the Philippines for my first freediving competition. You'll learn about competition protocol and what it's like to compete in a freediving competition. I'll take you with me on some fun dives so you can see what the local underwater scene is like, and at the very end of this video I have 2 short interviews with local freedivers who you might want to connect with if you're traveling to the area. It's been about 3 months since I began my formal freediving training, and I've been making some steady improvements in depth, static, and dynamic disciplines. My friend Maya, who you met on my trip with apnea sailing, was putting on a small static competition in Moalboal on Cebu, just one island over from Panglao. While I originally wasn't planning to compete, 2 of my local friends and freediving buddies from Freedive Plus decided that they were going to compete, and I thought, well, why not? With 2 short weeks to go, I filled out my paperwork and started preparing myself as best I could. Just for your information, if you're looking to participate in an AIDA competition, you'll need to register and create an athlete profile on the AIDA website. You'll need to pay them dues, register with your National Freediving Federation and pay them dues, and you'll need to visit a doctor to have them clear you for freediving. Good morning, everybody. So after an entire night of traveling, I am finally here in Moalboal. It took me a motorbike, a night ferry, a taxi, and a bus to get here, but I'm here and I'm just in time to get in the water. From the bus station, I worked my way over to my accommodation, which is a hostel owned by a local freediver named Nicco Stevens. You'll get to meet him later. Here is a little view of the hostel that I'm staying at. It's called Nicco's Place, and it is a hangout for freedivers. So if you're a freediver and you're staying here in Moalboal, come check this place out. I met some of the other freedivers who were staying at the hostel, and Nicco took us out for fun dives to explore some of the local underwater scene. One of my side jobs is working as a mermaid performance artist. While it was a bit inconvenient to travel with a 14-kilo silicone tail, this was an unbeatable opportunity to make some magical underwater art. Moalboal is known for a massive school of thousands of sardines, and people from around the world come here to dive with them. Both Nicco and one of the other freedivers at the hostel, Toby, are very talented photographers both under and above water, and they snapped some fun shots so we could remember our time in Moalboal. Alright, what is up everybody? We just got done with a really fun photo shoot with our super amazing photographers. Toby and our super amazing models. So we're gonna grab some food and yeah, the static competition is tomorrow. So this is what we do to get ready for a static competition. Okay! Today was a fantastic day, fun diving and making friends, but then it was time to prepare myself for the next day. Good morning, everybody. So it is the morning of the competition and I am super amped. I can't tell if it's because I'm nervous about the competition or because the coffee that I had this morning has way more caffeine than I normally drink. I went to bed at 10:30 last night and woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, so I'm feeling pretty well rested. I had a breakfast of oatmeal and banana, and now I'm going to be getting some morning stretching and meditation in. I'm shooting for a time of over 5 minutes today, but I'd be happy with any time over 4 minutes and 30 seconds. As it is my first competition, I'm sticking to my normal morning routine and I'm just aiming to have a fun time. Nicco's brother Mike was nice enough to give me a ride to the competition at Freediving Planet, which was less than a 10-minute motorbike ride from the hostel.
I think this is the place where you do your competition.
Oh, there's the pool.
Yeah. And this is the Freediving Planet.
Oh shit! Freediving Planet! From there, I met the competition organizers and the rest of the competitors. We had 10 freedivers competing from 8 different countries. We also found some sought-after treasure for after the competition. After the introductions, Chris, one of our judges, gave us a briefing of competition protocol. Within 15 seconds of coming up from a diver must remove all facial equipment, give the OK sign, and say, "I am OK." Any variations from this protocol can result in penalties or disqualification. While it matters what performance you announce in depth, the performance time you announce for static competitions really only affects your competition order, as long as your actual performance is longer than your announced performance. If none of that made sense to you, I've included a link to the AIDA competition rules in the video description below so you can learn more. As I announced one of the longest static times of 3 minutes and 46 seconds, I was one of the last people to compete at 5:15 p.m. So now it was time to sit back, cheer on my fellow competitors, and wait for my caffeine buzz to wear off. One fantastic performance to take note of was Imam, a member of the Sama tribe, formerly known as the Bajau or Sea Gypsies, who did a 501 breath hold with a small breath of air and minimal formal freediving education. It was his first AIDA freediving competition, and that performance placed him in second for Filipino male national rankings. If you've ever heard of the Bajau or Sea Gypsies, you'll know that these people have internationally renowned breath hold times, as freediving for food has been part of their livelihood for generations. What you might not have known is that Bajau is considered a derogatory term and is being replaced with more respectful terminology. For more information about Imam and his freediving journey, check below in the video description. The second performance of note was my friend and fellow freediving instructor candidate, Elena, who became an Irish national record holder with a solid 5-minute and 2-second breath hold. Elena was also gracious enough to be my coach for my performance, which I had been excitedly anticipating all afternoon.
Are you
I had been quietly watching my fellow competitors and practicing my surface protocol all afternoon to commit it to muscle memory. And 45 minutes before my official top time, I was permitted to get into the water and begin my warm-ups. With a minute and a half to go before my official top time, Elena and I got into position in front of Chris, who is going to be my judge. The official dive time was counted down via voice recording, and if I started too early or started later than 10 seconds after my official top time, I'd get a penalty.
2, 1. Official top plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
With that, I began my breath hold. I'm actually happy that I started my stopwatch because I asked Elena to let me know when I reached 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Unfortunately, I couldn't hear what she was saying and was happy that I had my watch as a backup. I ended my performance with a final breath hold time of 5 minutes and 8 seconds. In retrospect, I pushed the breath hold more than I should have, and I was hypoxic when I came up. While I received a white card which indicated a clean breath hold with no penalties, I learned that I have a long way to go to safely condition my body for breath holds of over 5 minutes. Okay, everybody, say hello to a new national record holder.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet, but we think that she's a new national record holder. Our static competition is over and we are gonna grab some food. What's for dinner?
Pizza?
Pizza! Yeah! The overall winner was JP from Freediving Planet with a breath hold of 7 minutes and 4 seconds, and I placed first for the women and fourth overall with my 5-minute and 8-second breath hold. In conclusion, I'm super happy that I decided to participate in my first freediving competition. It broadened my experience as a freediver, and it was inspiring getting to learn what more experienced freedivers do to prepare. If I could do anything differently for next time, I'd probably be more conservative with my breath hold. It's easy to get caught up in new PBs and comparing yourself to others, but there's always going to be someone better than you, and the competition environment adds additional stress that is hard to account for. Thanks to Maya, Chris, Freediving Planet, and the rest of the organizational crew for putting on such a fantastic event. I'd love to hear from others who've entered competitions. Where did you compete and what was your experience like? In addition, it might be useful for other freedivers like me who are just getting involved in competitions to know where some good starting competitions are. If you happen to know of a regular event that might make for a good first competition, please let me know about it in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody who might be interested in competitive freediving. Stay tuned because next week I'll take you with me through my SSI freediving instructor course. We'll also track my progress in freediving over the last 4 months towards reaching those instructor requirements. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you next week. Okay, so just like in the Marvel movies, I have some bonus content after the credits. Okay guys, apologies for the loud noises and the ghetto setup, but that's what I have and I'm working with. Here I have with me Bang. He's a photographer that I got to work with while I've been here on Moalboal.
What's up, guys?
But yeah, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about a really awesome opportunity for freedivers. Bang, could you tell me a little bit about Sawum Freedivers?
Okay. Well, we're an online community. You can find us on Facebook, and if ever you're in Cebu or in the Philippines in general, you can post up like if you're looking for dive buddies or if you're asking for advice on freediving spots or travel advice, or you can post your videos there too. So it's a really great community, very interactive. Usually when you post up a question or put some content for sale, or if you're looking to buy something, somebody answers. It's very interactive. So yeah, check it out, Sawum Freedivers on Facebook.
My second interview was with Nicco Stevens with the Gallery of Hope. Apologies for the poor audio as some construction work started while I was interviewing him. Nicco is using his talents in underwater photography to help out his local community.
We are selling the photos for the kids. So more or less we sell them and then we give 30% of the the price of the photo to these kids so that we can buy school supplies and then we can help them, encourage them to go to school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And so these are kids here on Moalboal?
Yeah. These kids are actually the ones who are always asking for, money. Some kids are actually selling souvenirs during nighttime. So, yeah, I just really felt compassion for these kids because they need to have the right education. They need to be encouraged. And doing something, a little bit for these kids would also be awesome for me. I think, yeah, it is awesome.
Nicco has a huge heart and a cause worth sharing. If you want to learn about how to acquire some underwater art that will help provide education to children in the Philippines, contact Nicco on Instagram or Facebook. If you've watched this video until the very end, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. All right, let's go save the world.